Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015 with the Rude Man. And we are on the Bjornholm map. And I wanted to talk a little bit to my subscribers, or about my subscribers. First of all, some of you may wonder, I don't care much for people that talk in the third person. So like some of these celebrities and sports people that well, Bo Jackson loves this, and you know, they're talking about themselves like, you know, I don't really care for that. But you may be wondering, when I come on and I say today we are going to be doing, and welcome back, and we are on the map, when it's me that's playing the game. I like to think that I'm doing these to share my experience in the game with you. And that's why I say we are again on the Bjornholm map, and we are going to do this. And today, you know, we had a little bit of problem with, and the reason I'm doing that is because, again, I'm sharing the experience with you. And so it's not just me playing the game, it's all of us. Whomever's watching this video is playing the game. And that's why I do that. And that brings up another point on subscribers. I love my subscribers. I'm doing this for fun. I've often said that I'm playing these games for fun. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. You know, I'm playing them for fun. I also, though, enjoy, like I said, sharing these games with you. That being said, I have to say, now that I'm done with the Idaho map and I've had time to get over the crying phase, I missed the map. Sniff, sniff. You know, I had fun doing it. And I had a subscriber tell me that, you know, he also is going to miss that map. I've had a couple of subscribers tell me that they liked that map. They enjoyed it. They enjoyed my videos on it. And I had one subscriber in particular tell me that of the Farming Simulator vids, mine are his favorite. That means an awful lot to me, because there are days when I get up and I think, you know, why am I doing this? I could just be playing my games, and I could play a whole lot more, because it takes a lot of time to do these. And I get up and see comments like that, and comments from other subscribers that compliment me and make me feel good, and that's why I keep making the vids. There are days where I get up and say, oh, this is crazy. What am I doing this for? It just takes up so much of my time. Well, that's why I'm doing it. So I want to thank each and every one of you that watch these videos, and I especially want to thank those that comment to me and help me. A lot of the comments are very helpful. That being said, let's talk about a few. Right now, you see my screen has all the controls in the HUD, all the map and all that kind of stuff. I had mentioned that I was hoping for somebody to make a map that would hide the mini-map so that I could still do this. So far, there is not one. I had Nick Sharp, one of my subscribers, that looked for a mod and found one. And now, with keystroke, I can do this. And I know I can hide some of this stuff. Like, I can hit F1 and hide that part. I can actually go in the menu, which is kind of a pain in the butt, to hide the map. It doesn't hide everything, because if you notice up, let me, in the left-hand side of the screen where it says in green the Sampo Rosenslew C6, that is a mod that is called Inspector. Now, normally what you would do to use this mod hider that Nick found for me is you hit the Alt-H and it hides that. But notice it doesn't hide the Inspector mod information. You can do that by hitting Alt-A. And now I have everything gone. Okay, so I do have a gaming keyboard, a Logitech gaming keyboard, the Logitech G15, that allows me to record certain keys to do certain things. So what I did was, let's turn these back on. I recorded one key that tells the game to do Alt H and A. So with one key, I can turn everything off and back on. So that's kind of handy. Okay, so thank you, Nick, for that. It doesn't solve the issue that I really wanted, because if I hide everything, I still can't see my main map. So I have to use that to do that. I have to have the mini map up. I just wanted a map that hid just a mini map, but this works. This works. It's not too bad, because if I want to see the main map, I'll just do that, and I can still turn part of it off. I can still turn these things off if I want to. So thank you. I appreciate it. And let's turn this all stuff back on. I'm just going to use this key for now. Also, I had another mod called, we're talking mods right now. I've gotten over the crying in my pillow one from missing Idaho and how much I love my subscribers. But Paul Mitchell was kind enough to read some forums, because I was using a mod that I talked quite a little bit about on the hired workers. That if I hire somebody, which I'm going to do right now, he uses fuel, and if I was seeding or fertilizing, the hired worker would use the seed or fertilizer, because I thought that it wasn't fair that when I was driving that was the case. Well, Paul was reading some forums and found out that in actuality the hired workers are using seed. Well, there's a way that it's compensated for, and in the forum, the worker does not use fuel or seed, but rather spends money to buy it on the fly. So he does not need to leave the field to refuel and seed. Okay, that's what Giant does. So that being the case, this particular forum was saying that if you use the mod, that you're actually paying more. You're kind of double paying. So anyway, so I decided, well, I'll take the mod out. Well, Paul, thank you for that. And he continued on with the research, and what he actually found was that the mod creator took this into consideration, and more testing showed that the hired worker uses less money when the mod is installed. So so in actuality, the mod maker took into consideration what Giant was doing and actually has improved it. So I put the mod back in. Now, that took a little bit of research time on Paul's part, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that, Paul. I am busy making videos, and I don't have a lot of time to research a lot of this stuff. I want to get some mods out here that do certain things, and you know, and play the game so that you can see the mods and what they're doing. They don't always work as intended. There was a mod in Farming Simulator 2013 for selling silage, and what it did was it just increased the size of the dump, the selling point where you sold the silage. And so there was something about that mod that caused you actually to lose money. Well, I didn't know that. I just thought the mod was the best thing since sliced bread, because it allowed me to sell silage over and over and over as much as I wanted. But it didn't actually work as intended. And I had a subscriber that researched that and told me that. I would not have known that I was losing money because I was making videos and not necessarily watching what the mod was doing. So again, I appreciate the subscribers that take their time to do that and comment to me about that. And but anyway, I think I'm going to add in my videos a short little thing while I'm playing that that I can give subscribers a little bit of credit for the comments that they're making to me, because they are very valuable and I appreciate every one of them, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And with that, I'm going ahead and going on with this harvest. So let's get this guy going. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Let's just drive the course and continue on with the harvest. And look what I can do. I'll do that, and I'll actually turn that back on. So he's in traffic. Why is he in traffic? Well, because he probably needs to right, where's he at here? Well, I've got it at 5 meters. Why is he not? Drive now. Stop driver. Drive course. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I'm not quite sure on course play if it's functioning like it's supposed to. Why is he stopping? Well, this was 5 meters. That's what I wanted. Let me lessen it to 4.9 and drive now. Stop driver, drive course. I don't know what's going on. Help, I'm broken and I can't get going. Well, now he's waiting. Drive behind combine. Okay, maybe I wasn't waiting long enough. Oh, come on. Alright. Stop the driver. I'm just going to pull straight ahead. There shouldn't have been any reason why he stopped. Go over to the combine, make sure everything's copacetic over here. This is confusing. Alright, drive the course. Now, why is this starting point right in the middle of the field? What is that? Oh, I know what's going on. I know. Stop the driver. Reset the course. I hit the start record button, and it's thinking I'm trying to start a new course when I actually want this course over here. That's what's going on. Alright, so we need field 24 We'll just drive the course. That's what was going on. But I think now I might want to go back and put this back up to 5 meters. Okie dokie, that explains it. I'm going to turn this off for now. And go ahead, drive now. He stopped because that's what he was supposed to do at that stop sign. I just needed to continue the course on. Alright, let's see, what else do we need to be doing? Let's check our fields. And that's not the right one. Go back. It's this one. Alright, so I still have to... 24 is almost done. 25 is ready to harvest. I need to speed up time just a little bit for 23, 29, 30, and 38. Very good. I'm getting confused. That's what happens when I get all mushy and touchy-feely. I happen to be a Gemini. I was born in June. And do I believe in astrology and horoscopes and things like that? Not necessarily. As far as horoscopes go, you can at the end of the day read your daily horoscope and say, oh my God, it's accurate. That's exactly what happened today. Yeah, right. You can read anything into it you want. Now, as far as astrology goes and being a Gemini, well, a Gemini is kind of a split personality. And I kind of am. I'm kind of, I can be up or down, and I can be two different people. My personality and my, you know. So am I a Gemini? Yeah, kind of am. And so there are days where I can be touchy-feely and emotional, and there are other days where I can be, I don't want to see another living human being all day. It wouldn't bother me in the least. There are days where, you know, I can be kind of cool and cold, and days where I can be, you know, very, I don't know, touchy-feely, I guess. So yeah, I'm kind of a different personality that way. And that can be good and bad. That can be, I'm the kind of personality where I don't, okay, let's look at a Christmas party. Oh, Rudy, we need to go to a Christmas party this week. Oh, God, I don't want to go. Don't make me go. Do I have to? Oh, jeez. And so then I'm forced into going, and I become the life of the party. And, you know, my wife would say, well, it's time to go. We need to go home. Oh, do we have to go? You know, it took an act of Congress to get you here. Now you don't want to go. So, yeah, I'm kind of weird. So I had a little bit of an emotional time when I started this video talking about my subscribers. And now I'm going to feel embarrassed about it and probably delete it. But if I do, you'll never know. If I don't, then sorry about that. All right. You know what I should do? I should probably stop recording right now. Get over all this, you know, sobbing. Milk toast. And I come back when I feel like I'm the rude man again. You know, you're so rude. Not really. Alright, let's go on with this. Now, here's one thing about Courseplay. I started, the first time that I loaded Courseplay, I set a course for the combine. And then I set a course for the tractor and trailer to pick up the product. and it didn't work. The tractor just sat there, did absolutely nothing. Wouldn't recognize the combine, and I don't know if that was courseplay or not. So I'm going to try it again, but I think what I'll do for the time being is just hire a combine driver and just let it go. But eventually in one of these harvests I'm going to try again to do a combine course. At this point I don't know how 2015 functions versus 2013. If you remember in 2013 when I did a combine course, the combines went like twice the speed. I don't think that's the case here, because I don't remember when I did a combine course for this 2015 that it changed the speed of the combine. And I don't think I kept the course. I think I deleted it. I did delete it. So now we're going to have to make a course for this one. This is actually field 25. So let's get into the field a little further and start the course recording. Okay. Now again, I want to try to stay on the same side. I want to try to make these courses consistent. So that if I do happen to have more than one rig, they're not running into each other. Stay on the right hand side of the road, all that kind of stuff. I need to buy a mower, if nothing else, just to mow the sides of the fields and have a little bit of grass on hand. Alright, let's pull in here. Not make the mistake of getting too close. Let's stop right there. This is field 25. I'm just going to call it field 25 for the time being. At some point I may do overloaders again. I don't know. We'll see. And let's see how this works. First of all, I think he's going to go back and unload this grain, which is fine. And I probably should see... No, it kept it at 5 meters, so that's okay. Now I did notice that that mod that I have actually hides even courseplay. Now it didn't turn that off because I did that manually. So it's turning it off and on. Oh, I'm talking about the inspector mod. So I can turn that off and still have the inspector mod going. Which is kind of handy, really, because that's kind of what I need to know right now. I don't need to know the controls. I don't need to be looking at the mini-map, and I really don't need to know what time of day it is and how much money I have, and I don't need to know how fast I'm driving or that I've got courseplay going, but I do need to know what the equipment is doing. So this is telling me that the combine is full and I'm driving the Hurleyman. So the way I did that was, on my keyboard, I have set up that if I hit a key, it hits Alt H and Alt A, one keystroke. So what I did was I hit that key and then I turned the inspector back on. So now, when I hit that key, it'll turn it off and the rest of it back on. Kind of handy. If I don't need it, I just turn it off, turn it back on. I have no idea if that made any sense to you at all, but there it is. Whoa, he took the scenic route, didn't he? Oh, come on. Come on. What you doing? Come on. It's like a little 10-year-old. Oh, come on. That's my 10-year-old. This is Eeyore. It'll never work. I like Eeyore. He's my favorite. I don't know what's going on. We've got a storm kind of going on today. A little bit of rain, a little bit of wind. And the temperature's up a little bit here. And so I closed my window because of the noise from the school. And man, these 2 computers or 3 computers that I got running are really heating this room up. It's only 58 degrees outside, but the humidity's up at 95%. Okay, now hang on. You're going to hear something. A nice cold Diet 7-Up. I have some Diet Mountain Dew. That's what I usually drink in the morning. Try not to drink it afternoon because then the caffeine affects me at night. But I didn't have any cold ones in the fridge, so I'm drinking a 7-Up instead. Pardon me while I slurp. I try to be quiet. That's a little rude because if you slurp, I don't slurp 7-Up, but you do long, 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 long. You might hear that occasionally. Okay, so he sees the combine. He wants to drive. Why is he going like that? Probably because he's too close to the combine. But then he gets up and stops. Why does he stop? Why is he stopping? It says drive next to combine, but he's not driving next to the combine. And if I can't get any further away from the combine, I don't think. Let me try. Alright, I'll give it an extra bump. And stop driver, drive course. I don't get it. Now, I know the grain does fly out of there, so I don't know. Well, we'll see if this works. Boom, 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 boom. There it goes again. I really hate to do that, but I can't get up. I'm starting to get overheated here. My dad's gonna be 93 in January, and he kind of, you know, when you get older, you have a hard time getting up. He has a chair that you push a button and it comes up and lifts you right out of the chair, so that when it's all said and done, he's standing in front of the chair. So, and then when you get back in it, he just backs up into the chair and kind of leans back, and the chair goes back down. It's a recliner. And it's handy for him because he has a hard time getting up out of a chair. Well, now this is going to be too much information, but you kind of have a hard time getting down on the toilet seat too and getting back up when you get a little older. And you don't have to be that much older to have that kind of a problem about getting up, some of us aren't as flexible as others. Now, here's the funny part. We were at a yard sale, and there was one of these chairs. Well, I don't know if you'd call it a chair. It's a chair that you put over the toilet seat so that it's several inches, and it's adjustable. You can set it as high or as low as you want, and basically it's just got a big hole in the seat, and so you don't have to sit way down on the toilet seat and have trouble getting back up. So if you've ever been to commercial businesses where they have seats for handicapped people, they're a lot taller toilet seat than what you might have at home. Well, there's a reason for that. They have a hard time getting up and down, especially if they're in a wheelchair. So anyway, make a long story short, my wife got this thing for free. The people said, "Oh, you can just take it." It was brand spanking new. So now she's teasing me that she's going to put a pot in my office where my office chair is at, where I sit and record, because I record so much that sometimes I'm in a hurry in between recordings to running into the bathroom from drinking all this 7-Up and Mountain Dew and whatever it is I'm drinking. I drink a lot of water too. So she's telling me she's going to put a pot in here and bring that chair in, and I could just sit in that and record, and I don't have to get up. You know what the real funny part was? I actually thought about it. I'm not going to do it, but reminds me of, was it South Park? They had an episode where Cartman had one of those kind of things when they were playing World of Warcraft. No, it was hilarious. Now, I have to tell you, I'm drinking a 7-Up. I told you that. Do I eat at my keyboard? Doesn't everybody? Come on, be honest. We all do it. I'm no different than anybody else. There's many times where I've grabbed something to eat, like if I was playing World of Warcraft and we were in the middle of a raid or something. Yes, I'd grab a sandwich, I'd grab a little plate of dinner and eat while I'm playing. Everybody does it. Do I sit in my underwear at night at 3 o'clock in the morning with nothing else on and play the game? I'm not going to say. But I'm sure some people do. And I know you're no different than me. There was some kind of a show I was watching on TV where a couple of English maids, I think it was, would go into houses and clean. And one particular one showed some of the houses were ungodly, filthy. And one of them, the guy was a computer guy and ate at his workstation and drank and did whatever else he did. And so they would come in and they would take cotton swabs and they would swab around, and then they would have it analyzed for bacteria. Why is this guy not going now? And then they would send it to a lab, and some of the bacteria they got off this computer keyboard was unbelievable. But so you don't ever want to really do that. I would suggest just do like I do. I bring my vacuum in on a regular basis because I want to make sure my computers are running cool. So I'll vacuum the vents and the back of the thing and try to keep all the dust off my computers. At the same time, I'll come and vacuum my keyboard. So there it is. Probably started some controversy there, but and if you do play games in your underwear at 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't really want to know. More power to you, though, man. So I don't have any idea what's going on with course play. Do I need it right now? No, I don't, because I only have one combine going. But I want it to work for those times when I do get quite a bit of equipment going and got several things going. Oh, speaking of that, I need to... Did I not buy that seeder? I don't think I did. Let's see. Let me go up to... No. It's this one. I keep forgetting the new game has different features in it. It's the store that you can go to your garage. I didn't buy that big seeder, did I? Oh, don't do that. Gee whiz, that was dangerous. No, I don't think I did. Ooh, I have a Husqvarna. Okay. I didn't buy that big cedar. I talked about it, I think. So let's get the cedar out. No, we don't. We gotta get this out. The reason why I want to buy the bigger cedar is I won't have to cultivate anymore if I do. Because why? I'm a lazy farmer. All right, go to town, buddy. You're my worker now. All right, he's not gonna do it. Doggone it all. What's going on with this? Well, he's going to go back to the silo. All right. I don't know what to think. It seemed like it was working. Alright, I'm going to take another look at this course. Okay, it's field 25. We are on field 25. Right? Right. It is a combi. Empty the combine and offload. So it is the proper mode for what we're trying to do. Right? Now wait a minute. Why is it showing a stop sign and a triangle X? What is that on this field? Did it do that on the other field? Let me reset this course and go back to this course. Okay, we got triangles there. And let's select this field. Oh, it leaves them there. Why is it doing that, I wonder? Alright, reset that. Field 25. Side offset. Is there something different in this version that I'm not seeing? I don't know. Let me check this out here. And we'll assign him a combine and see if that does anything. And we are field 25. Now he's going to go back to the silo. I guess that's okay. Could be a long harvest. We'll keep messing around with course play. May have to go onto my test field and just mess around with it, see if I can figure out what's going on. I could probably look at the forums, see if anybody else is having trouble with course play in 2015. Alright, I'm just going to let him think about it for a minute. Come on, you can't see that combine right there? Come on, think about it. Oh, this is crazy. Let's go to the combine. I'm going to request a driver and see if that does anything. Ooh! The Hurley Man. Hey, look at that. And then he stops. Oh, for crying out loud. Why are you stopping? Oh, come on. I don't know what the heck's going on. Maybe a manual farm after all. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Let's keep working. Right now I don't really need course play. And, you know, maybe it's got bugs in it and it'll get fixed. And I'll just keep looking for updates. I think it worked pretty good for selling the harvest, didn't it? I mean, you still have to choose the grain every time it comes around, but that's okay. That's part of the game. No way of getting around that. Well, I don't know. But I do know that it is time to end the episode. So, I hope you had fun and happy farming, and I will see you in the next episode.